we are. Here we are, I don't know, yesterday or the day before, we're goofing on whoever sent us the candy cigarettes, and what are we going to do with them? What will we gift them? It's not like we're going to eat them. Cut to right now, all three of us eating candy cigarettes about to podcast. So that worked. God damn it. Oh, yeah. The first week is complete. And I thank you, my supportive audience base, for all your candy cigarettes and your well wishes. Thank you very much. We went out today. We hit the ground running on the morning of day 8. Got up wicked early.
Wait, this is the day 7.
Yeah, it's day 7 podcast is tape recorded on day 8.
Okay.
We say it every goddamn day. I know it's confusing. So yeah, I fucking no problems. But yeah, this morning got up about 5 to 6 in the morning, 5 minutes to 6. I guessed I'd be up at 5:45. I was 5:55. Chaille went to bed very late, did not want to get up at all, but he motivated. And we drove up to Tucson to buy trade in my Mazda for a Mazda. A new one with fucking GPS. And every time I've bought a new car, it's just an unbelievable process. It's like you're buying a house where why can't you just give me the fucking car? Why can't I just all right, sign a thing? It's like stacks, and it took, we went in purposely that early. The place opens at 8. We were there at 8:30, and it was like the first
ghost
salesman.
town.
Yeah. There was not a bustling hub by any means. The first salesman that was getting there, if we get there before that, we'd been sitting there waiting for a salesman to get shit. We were wandering around the parking lot waiting for anyone to fucking notice
in a
us.
sea of dealerships.
Yeah, the auto mall,
auto
the Tucson
row.
Auto Mall. It's just fucking acre after acre of shit and fucking tin and desperation and sweaty necks and ring around the collar and, fucking polyester pants in the hot sun. Can I help you, sir? So we get on the lot, and I know what I want, and I go, all right, let me check the blue one, because Bingo wants blue, but it's an ugly fucking blue, and she won't like that blue. So I'll get the red, and that was it. I knew what I wanted, so by the time we walked through going cubicle to cubicle, and we finally found in the far cubicle Arthur, our salesman, who was straight up Gil from The Simpsons. He was a 57-year-old, because he said
9 years older than you.
He goes, yeah, my birthday's a few days after yours. And I go, same year? Oh, no, I got like 9 years on you, buddy. So that dude is 57.
And first one in.
And he's been on the job for a year and a half. That means at 55, he was job hunting to sell cars. We saw that kid that came in during the fucking long morning. There was a kid that came in to apply for a job, and he had the high and tight cut, and he had a new suit, and he sat pull up in the back rigid, and you could feel him shaking. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll sit right here then, sir. Gil Arturo, fucking Arthur. Arturo Gil I think that's the name of the midget on the Man Show. Anyway, he had to apply for that job at 55 years old and had to go and suck it up like that. And he had the Saul Rosenberg almost voice. He's from Jersey, but my daughter lives in Boston now. She got transferred, and I lived out here, and I just put her in this very same car. Only hers had a moonroof, exact same red. Yeah, it's a good car. It's a really good choice.
Safe, and good gas mileage.
I was flat out from the minute he started talking to us that, all right, this is what I want. I want to see the other one you have in blue. It's the same blue. I don't want that. All right, this, you have a 2.0 and a 2.5. I want the 2.5, and boom, that's it. Good. Let's just take this. And, well, when we first saw him, I said, listen, I need to get a price for my trade-in. And he goes, okay, you want to trade it in on a new car? Okay, just give me 1 minute. And he started walking towards the bathroom, and there's no one else in there. And as he's going to the bathroom, we're about to walk outside to the car, and I said loud enough that he could hear it, but not so loud that I said to Chaille, I go, maybe I should have just called Rocky. And
I had no idea what you were doing.
And so we go outside.
Whatever. Yeah, maybe you should have.
And I so this is the trade-in, and Gil, I smell a ripe one here. Oh God, I hope this turns my luck around. Yeah. He said, okay, and he asked me some questions and bullshit, and we go back inside. I'm just going to give the guy the numbers and the detail, and we'll get a number for you. Just give me a number. We can get this over with as quick as possible. He goes, so he goes to get the number and get on the phone, and I see him. I go over to get some coffee, and I see him backtrack and go back outside, and I see he's texting madly. And then he comes back in after a few minutes, and he says, so you know Rocky? I overheard you say you know Rocky? And I go, oh, you could say that. Like shit-eating grin. I said Pearson? Oh, yeah, you could say I know Rocky. What I did, having no fucking game in the car haggling world, I don't know. I know I'm going to get ripped off, and I know I want to fight with them just to be a prick, because I know you're going to rip me off anyway. So I want to be at least a dick. So instead of doing that, I fucking Google searched the name of the GM of fucking Jim Click Mazda and the Tucson Auto Mall, Rocky Pearson. That's an easy one to remember. And I dropped it just subtly to Chaille, not to the guy.
Not even directly.
To Chaille, so that guy felt bad for overhearing it. And he's like, Rocky and all those guys, they're all in a meeting across the street, but they'll probably be over before too long. And then Chaille goes, oh, fuck, what are you going to do now? And I go, he meets a lot of people. Don't worry. I know, because you could do that to me 1,000,000 times a week. Just come up to me and go, Stanhope, the fuck? How crazy was that weekend in fucking Pennsylvania? Jesus, I haven't seen you in so long. And I'd go, yeah, that was a crazy one. So we're counting.
Stanhope meets a lot of people.
And the thing is, the problem is on the website, all they have a photo for each name. The GM, okay, that's the head guy, Rocky Pearson. Let's just go with the head guy. But all the pictures are just silhouettes. So you have no idea what they look like. So I'm having Chaille look for him on Google. I found him on Facebook.
Eventually, but
yeah,
if he was standing next to us, we wouldn't have known.
This is the whole time the guy comes back with the number, and okay, now we're gonna do this, and we'll wait here, and then the guy, and do you want coffee? And then the second in command, what's his name? Alex Cruz comes in, and he's like a little drill sergeant, and he walks in all peppy, and he goes, hi, I'm Alex Cruz, and pleasure to have you, and so you know Rocky, huh? You know Rocky? And I go, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And he's like, well, we're going to do anything we can to help you out, and he's just all gung-ho and motivated. That's when Chaille's like, we're starting to, all right, we better fucking know what this guy looks like.
I hope this is a long meeting.
Because, if we don't know any one of these guys coming in, I figure with a name like Rocky Pearson in the car sales business, we're going to know his swagger.
If he came in with gray sweats and a beanie.
Yeah.
Da-na-na.
I'm in fucking pajamas. I'm complete Big Lebowski. I'm unshaven, just tuning coffee down my head in a long bathrobe and pajama pants and a fucking wrinkled T-shirt. Fucking my half slipper, half driving shoe, half slippers. So, yeah.
And up until this point, I mean, everyone was super nice. I mean, we had a different experience at Lawley. I mean, Arthur...
he was a sweetheart.
Great guy.
Like,
Alex
when he'd walk away, we're goofing on him for being Gil-like, but that's the guy I want to get my money. Like,
Yeah.
that's the guy that I want to, like, if I could, I'd go in and go, who's lowest on the leaderboard? Like, who really needs a fucking lay down, as we would say? Anyone who ever did sales on any level, commissioned sales, knows that feeling of fucking, all right, you know what? I'm just going to take this, so let's get this done. Like, just a complete lay down mooch, sucker, mark. Just give me a good price. Don't make me haggle. But dropping the Rocky Pearson, I swear to God, we got a fucking deal. Rocky wasn't there. Rocky had meetings, so there's no. You just had to assume. I guess I know who it is. So
and they sent
take care of him.
They sent over a proxy to let you know that, hey, we're taking care of you. And then Alex was very
sorry,
cordial.
Rocky couldn't be here, but we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that well, everything's great. Thank you very much, Alex. It's great. No, we're all set. We don't need any more coffee. Chaille, when we walked onto the lot, hit his timer because we went up early to see how quickly we can get a fucking car. No haggling, no bullshit.
A check and a trade-in, and we know exactly what we want.
And I thought, well, getting the number on the car is going to be the pain in the ass. Nope. Got that in the first 30 minutes, I believe. Like, even less than that. Probably first 20 minutes, we had a number, what they were going to give me for my trade-in, and it was a decent deal. Is what they said it would be on the internet. Fine. That's great. And so he said, okay, and it'll be this with the, less the trade plus the taxes. This is the number you're looking at. And I go, that's good. And I pulled the check out of my wallet, and I said it was $36 short of a round number. It was 15 grand. I go, let me just make it out for 15 grand, so I don't have to put all the 960.
Like, you have to write all the extra words. Yeah.
And he goes, no, don't fill it out yet. I'm like, this. For a minute, it seemed like, could this possibly be this easy?
Yeah.
We're going to be out of here in half an hour? Not even fucking close. Only customers in there the entire day.
Well, when we left, I saw people coming in, but I didn't know if they were customers. No one was on the lot. All those people were washing the cars. They were walking around them.
And getting serviced.
Yeah.
Like all the people down in the coffee room, those are people who are trying to get their oil changed before they got to go to work. That was busy. But yeah, no customers. So yeah, it ended up taking 2 hours and 26 minutes total. Like, I wish I'd have said, okay, that number looks good if I can get the car in under an hour. Because what are you doing this whole fucking time? We're gonna gas it up, and then shouldn't I be with the numbers guy, like signing all this bullshit paperwork? Just initial here, initial here,
why
initial
was
here.
he running back to the air quotes guy when you could have sat down with the guy? I mean, Arthur did a great job, and he hustled he was running like jog walking back and forth until he finally handed you off to Glenn. But it was kind of weird. It's like, how many times is he going to disappear? And I think it might be what they usually do, because they usually let you stew and think, maybe I need that undercoating. That rust proofing is important, don't you think?
There was none of that, but upselling, nothing, until we got to the finance guy. Okay, well, the guy in the finance thing, and he started doing this whole pitch, song, and dance. With, okay, with the 3-year 36, that's a limited. He's writing this all. He's got this whole thing. And I tell him, listen, I just want to get to breakfast. Don't, hand me the things, and I know where to initial them. You can start to say what it is, and I don't care, because I'm going to have to fucking sign it or initial it anyway. And I'm never going to read it, so whatever you say. So let's just make it quick. And he got to the part where his sales pitch. He's just moving the paper across the desk. Whap, 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 whap. Next paper. Whap, 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 whap. Folder it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Then it gets to his sales pitch. Well, this I'm required. And I go, it's some, it's the whatever limited. And we circle the limited because if you do this, then it will be fully. And I go, no. And it's just, as soon as it sounds sales pitchy, he goes, well, let me finish. And he goes, what if you were to do that? I said, no. And he said something again. And I said, no, that's 3 times. I've said no 3 times, Glenn. And he goes, would you say no to something that was free? And I go, yes. The answer is no. I don't want it. I want to go to breakfast. He goes, I've never had anyone say no to it. Would you say no if it was for free? I go, no. So, yeah, he looked a little puckered about that. But
I think there are things they have to do, according to Arthur and Glenn, that they have to say things to either to fulfill some kind of checklist.
Arthur.
Arthur was I got to make sure I show you all this. I got to make sure I show you all this. And it seemed like it was more than just him being thorough.
Well, and that's when he was at his most Gil, the Simpson salesman. And he said, and do this and get that. And I'll take it and I'm going to put gas in it. And we're going to wash it. We'll get it. And this is something that's kind of important. And he pulls out, you're going to get one of these. And it's the survey. Every time I bought a new car, they have, the company's going to get you. And please, if there's anything that I haven't done, if I've been satisfactory, like this must be some fucking sword of Damocles. Why am I using fucking big references? I don't even know what it means.
Because you started the word of the day.
Oh, yeah, it's word of the day. We'll get to that. It's got to be a huge deal because every time I bought a car, the salesman just hammered it. When you get this survey, just tell me now if there's anything. Was your experience good? And I go, Arthur, you're good. Don't worry. And I say, because I go, I know, I understand. You're all fives. I'm giving you all five straight down the board. He goes, no, it goes up to 10. And it was serious panic. And I'm like, then it's 10s. Relax.
I've never gotten a 5.
If I get all 5s. Yeah.
I've been looking for a job.
They'll be on the streets.
Gil can't do that again. Gil can't get another job.
Really did that. It's very funny. So we're almost done. We get through the finance guy. In the meantime, I've got onto Rocky Pearson's Facebook. So now I know what he looks like. I seen him. He's dancing with his wife at a function. I think her name's Liz. I'm not sure.
You pulled enough information from background and what's happening.
Yeah. There's one of him in a hammock in his pool. He's like, my paradise in my own backyard or something. So that was gonna be my bullshit. Was that I worked on his pool.
If he showed up and confronted you,
how do you know Rocky? And that's what Arthur. He's the first to ask. How do you know Rocky? And I said, well, I'll just tell you this: it wasn't through cars. It wasn't selling cars. So
everything was.
Oh, okay.
Everything was like that, though.
Yeah. So I just left it with Glenn. Well, how do you know him? I go, well, was it back in his partying days or something? I go, I wouldn't talk about those days.
There were 2 times when you were pushing it, where you brought up something to just fuck around that I had to leave the room.
At one point, this is my bullshit. I worked on his pool before I had to go on another job, for a minute. So that's how I met him. So it had nothing to do with cars. But if there's some guy that was working around his house, I worked for the guy who built his pool. I had a fucking Brett Erickson gig. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
I was Brett Erickson in my head. I fucking helped build that pool. I did some of the masonry on the stonework in the back. And then we go into the service area. And he goes, and this is where you come, and anytime you need a oil change,
in 3 months you're going to be coming back. I'm going to introduce you
to. And this is Justin. And Justin goes, holy fuck, you're Doug Stanhope. And I went, yeah. And Arthur has no idea who or what I am.
He looked shocked.
And he goes, what's all this about Doug Stanhope? He goes, I'm a huge fan. I go, nice to meet you. I'm standing in my fucking pajamas and bathrobe.
Cover blown.
Yeah. And can I get a picture with you? Yeah. And he's like, what do you do? If you don't mind my asking.
Arthur's now asking.
I'm a stand-up comic. He goes, oh, God, you know what? Maybe that's my next calling is to write for you because I have some stuff in my head. You're laughing. Because me and Justin are making eye contact going, oh, fuck. You're laughing, but I have a lot of stuff in my head. Like women with their purses and their arms hang down to here. He just starts riffing all these premises. And she'll have 3 packs of smokes. So she has one crushed at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the top. I have this stuff that goes through my head. It's true, though. It's true. We're fucking dying. But then I'm going, all right, well, now I built your pool fucking.
Yeah, that's gone.
That's out the window. So then I go, all right, maybe my buddy was the guy who built his pool. But Either way, we're out the door. So I go in, we do all the initialing, the paperwork. Glenn is there trying to, and I bring up Rocky one more time because now I go, does he come around here a lot? Because I didn't know when I saw GM, is he the GM of Jim Click Auto?
The group.
Because they have 13 different dealerships. That's what I thought he was. Oh, no, it turns out he's just the GM of Mazda. So, he's fucking across the street in a meeting. Good thing we're getting the fuck out of here. We go out. We're waiting for the car. We're waiting for Arthur. He's just gassing it up. I'm going to bring it around. Just stand right there, boys.
No, we finished with all paperwork to where the car gets there, we're gone and clean.
Right. And then fucking gentlemen, it's Rocky Pearson. And I turn around and I go, Rocky. He goes, how you doing? I said, it's good to see you. He goes, everything, did they treat you all right? I go, yes, they did. And he starts spinning a yarn about a thing.
A car service. You guys started talking about airports for some reason. Oh, because you travel and
I don't know. We just got into a fucking riff like we're old friends, and he's telling me about this car service that came way too early, and he thought I was waving at him, but I was just shampooing my hair. And I'm going, that's hilarious. And he says, well, it's great to see you. And if you need anything, I go, Arthur was fantastic, man. He's a good guy. And
Alex came out. Everyone has been fantastic. Everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm doing candid shots.
Yeah.
And they look exactly like you guys are like old friends.
And I, to this minute, have no idea who is bullshitting who because at some point he was so friendly with me, and it's after I've already been fucking outed as a stand-up comic that maybe he thinks he does know me, or maybe he knows I was full of shit and is making me think
there's a sale.
Maybe I do know you. He looks like a lot of different guys. He looks familiar to me. You're making me think that I do know you, and you're bullshit. Are you re-bullshitting me? Who's on top here? I think we both just scammed our fucking way out of this. Either way, I think I got a goddamn good deal on a Mazda.
And that was a great place.
In under 2 hours and 30 minutes. Barely.
But everyone along the way was great. Even Rocky, when he came out, if he was bullshitting you,
he's good at it.
You started it.
You don't get to be GM by fucking.
And he was so great, like the way that you couldn't tell that you guys really didn't know each other, but there was no tipping it, neither of you. And he got a sale out of it. You got a great car.
Yeah, he won't know till I put a Yelp review. All right, hang on. Let's take a quick break and.
Hello, this is Chewbacca, and you're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Some advertisements. Hey, the human body was not designed to take a shit like we take a shit. With your legs all parallel in that perfect spot where your lap makes a perfect rest for a Newsweek magazine. Your fucking knees are supposed to be up, so shit comes out of you like old Chinese railroad worker. They shit proper like. They didn't get all diverticulitis and stuffed up and clogged up with shit like we do, where they're exploding from shit not coming out of them proper like. That's why it happens to almost every single person, dies from exploding from not having enough shit come out of their body because your knees aren't up in the air like they should be. What can you do about it? Not a fucking thing. Your knees are just stuck there because toilets are built like that. And if they had something, like I guess you could probably put phone books or something underneath your feet, but they're not tested by the FDA. You probably slip and fucking hurt yourself. So yeah, just keep shitting with your knees flat down there. Stare at your newspaper and push as hard as you possibly can. That's your only hope. Okay, coming up, here's a hot off the wire. Junior Stopka and Andy Andrist are working together at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin. You live in Norway? I don't give a fuck. Get on a plane and see what could possibly sink the club. A legendary club could probably put them under for good. Maybe he knows he's going out of business. Why would you put Andy Andrist and Junior Stopka on the same bill if you want to keep your business? If I go off the wagon, if my 30 days in the hole spills down to like 24, it's March 12, 13, 14 in Appleton. Hey, Appleton, spread that around. Get word out. Anyone in Wisconsin, anyone within driving distance, prepare to get really fucked up and watch things go south quickly. Two of the funniest guys in the world that should not be. You put one of them, they have to work with a handler, and you put them together. This is fucking Dumb and Dumber of comedy. All right, that's that. And fuck. What else? Get on the mailing list. And just that. Just get on the fucking mailing list. Eventually, Facebook and Twitter will go the way of MySpace. I'll have no way to get a hold of you unless I sign up for the new thing. Just sign up on the mailing list. I won't send you dumb shit. And I might come to your house and do a fucking private show just to be weird. We talk about that a lot. So that's that. Get on the mailing list. Maybe I just show up at your house. Tomorrow's going to suck. Tomorrow's going to be 33. Do you know this, Tracy? Low of 33, high of 53. Cloudy, shitty, windy. And that's every time I would just fucking bail out of here, except I've agreed to do this stupid podcast every day. But I'm sure you could hook me up with something that's mobile that I'd never figure out how to use. So, yeah, it's going to stink. So I've been mapping out all the places I could go. And I thought, you know what? I should just go to some fan's house. Just leech some address out of you on some or just say, yeah, hey, I need somewhere to go that's warmer than this. But there's nowhere warmer than this.
You have a sauna. Just go to the sauna and hang in with the other house.
Yeah.
Stay warm. I know you don't want answers, but
anyway. Well, I'm just saying, get on the mailing list.
There you go.
Yeah, do that. We got to do more of that. We got to do fucking shows at people's houses and weird shit. I'm melting down over the course of days.
What's your drink today? Did you say it?
I'm drinking. I will be drinking. I have wine. I can still bail out of it, but I have that out and ready to pour. I think I'm gonna go wine again, but I might go vodka grapefruit. I haven't had vodka yet, so maybe I'm gonna leave that. Drink this club soda till we're done. And then drink vodka and grapefruit. Yeah, in fact, I am, because those grapefruit need to get drunk. Squeezed and drunk. All right, so that's my drink. And we're sponsored by... I don't want to fucking know. We're not sponsored by Jim Click Automotive, because from what I've read on the Yelp reviews about other things, Jim Click himself, he looks like a fucking Mormon cult leader. And I heard he's like a big religious guy, so... You know, hey, Arthur and especially Rocky Pearson at the Jim Click Mazda, good top-notch people. So go there, but burn a Bible in the parking lot on the way out. I don't know. Yeah, all right, they're nice people. That's a plug, but they're not sponsors. Henry Phillips, fucking not the dog, not the comedian. Hang on, there's one other thing. Mailing list, Andy and Junior. And another fucking thing. Where is it? Come on.
Brad Erickson? Peldma Podcast?
Well, let's make this quick. We'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah, we have a update of the Peldma Podcast. I thought we talked about that. Maybe we did.
You talked about it, but then I went and listened to it.
Yeah, all right. We'll talk about that. Upcoming podcasts and Bisbee baseball, or the lack thereof. And hey, Mike and Judy, I should talk to you. I doubt you listen to this fucking podcast. I'll have to find your number. But I have a swell idea for Bisbee baseball. Take the Bill Murray route and get our own team. How about 2? All right, we'll talk about that. And, fucking my cat. As we're trying to buy this stupid car, my phone rings, and it's the Swedish lady from the veterinarian. Doug, this is whatever her name is. Your dog, Ichabod, is at the shelter. It was picked up. I can't do a Swedish lady's accent. I go, what? Yes, the fucking animal control. She says Ichabod is in the fucking jail, animal jail. They found him wandering the streets. So I called Bingo, and she's, fuck, I got to get out of bed. And she goes, Ichabod's here. He's right here. He's at Van Dyke. And I go, well, go check on Henry Phillips, because maybe they have their information switched up at the vet, and they got the wrong collars on, wrong tags. Yep, sure enough, fucking Henry Phillips somehow broke out of Alcatraz here. The leakiest Swiss cheese Alcatraz in the world. Somehow she found a way out through one of the many open doors that we... Anyway, she was evidently lying in a street somewhere, just laying across and wouldn't let traffic go by. Fucking asshole dog. So
trying to end it all.
Yeah, she's trying to throw herself under tires again. You know, did I tell you she supposedly did that once when Joby and I were tripping and walking around the neighborhood and let the dogs off leash with us, and a car went by at night, and Joby said it went right over her.
Wow.
And like thumped her noggin on the undercarriage, and she just kept walking like nothing happened. I don't remember seeing that. I remember graphically. He goes, I thought you saw that. So Bingo had to go bail Henry Phillips out of dog jail for $10, but they didn't have change conveniently. So she had to just kick him the 20 and say, all right, donate the other 10 to the animals. We didn't even get fucked like that. We're buying a car. Locally, you try to bail your dog out of dog prison. No, they're going to fuck you. You should have Google searched the GM of the animal shelter and go, oh, do I pay you, or should I go straight to Jimmy Two Steps? You know Jimmy Two Steps?
I thought you would have gone Swedish.
I had nothing right there. I didn't intend for that to have any funny in it. Bingo also diffused a glitter bomb. You crafty fuck. You thought you were crafty out there, fan guy. Sent me a fucking cylindrical package. Thought you were going to fucking get away with fucking glitter bombing me, you cunt.
A homemade?
Well, no, it was actually, I think it had a return address that was printed like on a printer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's some guy that was too fucking lazy, but knew that you can go through this company and they will ship it for you.
Okay.
So yeah, it didn't work. It was a fucking dud. I hope you get your money back, and I hope it's in fucking some kind of Chinese currency and a check that takes you fucking 3 years to cash to get your fucking $12.95 back, because that thing, Bingo opened it. And if Bingo can defuse your bomb, she's just like playing with it. She goes, someone sent us a packet of glitter. It's like a cap of the tube, the cylinder cap.
Like a poster tube.
Yeah, and it
for
had
the mail.
glitter with like cling wrap around it.
Yeah.
And then a spring that went after she had already taken it out and examined the top. The spring kind of wiggled its way forward and... Yeah, that's a fucking good try. I go, that was supposed to be a bomb. And, I get it now. Yeah, Bingo fucking saw through your ruse.
The gal who we trick with the same bug night after night on tour.
Yeah, so that failed miserably, but good try. Keep your cards and letters coming. Or your gifts. Fucking... How funny would that be if someone actually sent, like ISIS sent a real Unabomber pipe bomb
of glitter?
And Bingo opened. It's like something that's supposed to blow your entire house flat. And it just, like the timer kind of wiggles off and falls. Someone sent me a clock that broke. Oh, funny. This is not a clock at all.
These wires aren't even connected.
So thank you for all your stuff. Fucking 7 days. I feel fantastic. I feel way better during the day than at night. And maybe one of these days we'll day podcast, because that's when I'm all full of, I want to talk to people. All right, there's something else. Oh, word of the day. We're going to do word of the day. Tracy, Mrs. Chaille, old Mrs. Chaille, old lady, old bag Mrs. Chaille, English major or just English aficionado?
I don't know. Look at
she's
right there. Ask her.
She's the word lady. Well, she doesn't have a mic. You don't ask someone who doesn't have a mic questions and then yell, "Don't talk off mic." So you're trying to trap her.
She's supposed
You're
to
trying
come
get
up
me
over
to talk
here.
to her off mic. Well, no, I said, here, you're the word lady. And so I had her pick a word out of the Webster's Thesaurus Words for Intellectuals, the Roget's Thesaurus of Words for Intellectuals, as recommended by Smartfuck Magazine. 3 years running. And you found a great word. And that word is, you can talk into the mic. Say the word because you say it really good.
Farouche.
Farouche. Farouche. And that means?
Unsociable, cranky, withdrawn, fierce.
Cranky, unsociable, withdrawn. Fierce. But yeah, it's the first three that really, that's why that when she, Farouche, of course you picture a guy with a fez and a big one of those funny swords that comes bows way out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the shoes that curl up at the toe.
With the tassel.
Right.
Aladdin.
But you'd be completely wrong. King Farouche. Don't you call me King Farouche? Well, you kind of are King Farouche.
You're acting like a King Farouche.
Yeah. So yeah, Farouche. Irritable, unsociable, cranky,
Fierce.
dyspeptic. That's another word we learned in the descriptions of Farouche. Dyspeptic is a synonym for Farouche. So you can tell your friend that you're being dyspeptic, and then the next day going, Lonnie, you're still, there's a sense of Farouche about you still left over. Is that a hangover from yesterday and your dyspepsia? Why, you make me dyspeptic. It's you.
I'm making you smarter.
So that's your word of the day. Do you have a word that you want to suggest that we let our listeners in on? Well, tweet me at Doug Stanhope, or you can Facebook me, and I'll never fucking see it because Facebook sucks. It's just there in case I need something, or for you nitwits who don't know how to use Twitter. Or just email me, or just come over. Just come over and sit with me, and we'll go through. No, don't do that. All right, that's the podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow. And today we're going to close this one on one of my favorite songs ever that I think I was the last to be in on. It's Mike O'Connell, the very funny Mike O'Connell with Dr. Ken doing the very funny and a really good fucking song. And that's the key to comedy songs. They have to be good fucking songs. Ask Henry Phillips. He does. It's What's It Gonna Be? I ain't got all night now.
I'd buy you a drink, but I snuck mine in. So unless you want a shot of this generic gin that I've been drinking in the corner since I don't know when, then I won't be much use to you. But look, I think your ass looks delicious. I got to get my dick in your britches. He will. Your body gonna make me religious. Hey, you know I wanna sex it with you, but look, now I got a lot of bitches to plow, so you can fuck me later, but you should fuck me now.
What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Ha. I ain't got all night now. Okay. I see that guy you're with, and I know he's hot, and I know he's rich, but he's got nothing on me when it comes to fucking. Ha. Now, if you even really cared about that vagina of yours, you wouldn't leave it in the hands of an amateur. You put it on my dick and you sit real good. You know that's where you wanna be. Look, now, I got a lot of bitches to plow, so you can fuck me later, but you should fuck me now.
What's that gonna
be? What's it gonna be? Ha! I ain't got all night now.
What's that gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Ha! I ain't got all night now. Listen, I know an alley where we could fuck all night, and I promise not to come until the morning light. But you know I got about 1 billion bitches to plow, so you can fuck me later, but you should fuck me now.
What's it
Come
gonna
on.
be?
What's it gonna be? Ha! I ain't got all night now.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? $1 million strong. I ain't got all night now.